We'll have to wait few minutes for Robin to join. Yeah, thank you, everyone. So we'll start in 5 minutes. So today is week 12, the last interactive session of basic course in ornithology. The session is on molecular techniques in ornithology. So please post your questions in the live this chat. You can ask in your type your questions in the chat box. So the session is conducting by Dr. Robin. So he will join in a few minutes. Thank you. Yeah, so regarding the hall ticket, I also know that it will release a week before. So let's see, the NPTEL will post an announcement in the discussion forum and also in the portal. Maybe today evening or tomorrow we can expect the hall ticket. Hi everyone. So I hope my voice is audible. So please post your questions if you have any questions on the topic of molecular techniques in ornithology, so that Robin can answer and address those questions when he joins. So please post your questions in the chat box. if you guys don't have any questions, then we'll wait few minutes and then we'll wind up the session. Because we haven't got any questions in the Google response sheet, and also there is no question in the discussion forum regarding this topic. So the participants, those who have joined here, if you have any query regarding the methods uh, he explained in the video of molecular techniques, please post the questions here. Robin, he will join soon so that he can address the question. Thank you. Hi, Robin.
Hi.
Yeah. So we got two questions that's in the chat box. I can read out the questions for you. So could you please explain further the case study of hooded pithoi and how gene flow could cause toxicity in a variant? So this question from Shruti Kulkarni.
Okay. Yeah. And I'll take this later, but I have
Yeah.
to look at the slide.
Okay.
Yeah.
So shall I read the next question then?
Yeah.
So where are the labs in India for bird genetic analysis from Manohar?
Yeah. I can definitely do that. So there are very few labs in India that work with birds, particularly with genetic data. There is my lab, and I think we have the largest kind of, I wouldn't say collection, but sampling of birds from across India. But apart from us, Wildlife Institute of India also does genetics. CCMB used to do bird genetics, and Dr. Umesh's lab doesn't do genetics per se, but they also do biogeography. I mean, they do other ecological studies for which they sometimes use other markers, which may include molecular tools.
Yeah. Thanks, Robin. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. We only got two questions. So the participants who have joined, if you have any questions, please, you can type in the chat box.
Robin sir, can I ask a follow-up question?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am a hobby birder, and I'm not having that zoology background. And
Yeah. Sure.
it was the subject was actually quite difficult for me to understand. So for every
Yeah.
term, what is LL? So I had to do some Google search, वगैरह वगैरह. So that is how I tried to learn it. So I just wanted to understand that is it possible to see any of these things in any lab? If I visit your lab anytime in my life, is it possible to see how it is being done? Or just reading it in textbooks or seeing it on PPTs? Is it possible to have a live experience?
Unfortunately, I don't think that works very well. I mean, it's like, it's like about learning to be a marine or a pilot. You can read about it, but to be a pilot, you have to go through the whole program. So you can go to the air base and see a pilot getting in and then, flying out, but that's not any different from the theory itself. But yeah, so I'm not sure how you can do it other than actually enrolling as a pilot.
Okay, okay. Got it.
You got the point, right? So
Yes, yes.
but I think there may be some. See, in the US, I know that they used to have these short workshop type courses, like
Uh-huh.
exposure to genetic analysis and things like that. Um, I don't think in India we quite have that.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
I'm not sure if NCBS has something. Uh, NCBS or CCMB. I can't imagine anybody else having that capability to do it at this level.
Okay, okay. And in US, do they have it at Cornell?
No, they actually have it at these museums. I know in Chicago Field Museum, they used to have one. When I was there, I remember that there were people who would not only demonstrate, you could see, you could stand on one side of a window and even look, and somebody will talk through the window and explain what they're doing, and you can ask
Uh-huh.
questions and things like that.
Any
So
any facility in Bay Area?
in the Bay Area, let me ask. I'll ask my colleagues at Field Museum. I think in LA there is a Moore lab, which is it has it has one of these museums, and there they have some things. Let me find out. I think this is a
Okay, sir.
good question.
Sir.
And I think we should leave this as a resource. Amrita, if you don't mind making a note of this, let's kind of try to see if we can make a note of this so that we can kind of, we can create a resource for everybody.
Sure, Robin. Yeah. So there is one more question from Shruti. Could you please share any useful articles or papers on some of the latest work being carried out in molecular techniques in ornithology?
Oh, in ornithology, I think that is very broad. Uh, yeah, I think you can try just asking Claude or this thing. You might get a better answer. Any of the AI ones, because there are so many. Like literally, I have alerts and I get like maybe I don't know 30, 40 papers every day. So it's a very, very rapidly changing field because techniques are changing. Already, what you heard in your lectures are 2 years old, and things are changing. And even in our lab, also, the techniques that we used 1 year back are slightly different from what we are using today. So, yeah, it's an interesting topic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there
Thank
any?
you.
I see some message.
There are no questions. Um,
Yeah. So, what is a Pitui question?
so yeah, explain further the case study of hooded pitoy and how gene flow could cause toxicity in a variant. The case
No,
study of hooded
yeah.
pitoy.
So, actually, I don't think it was about gene flow. So, hooded Pitui has, I think, multiple. It's polyphyletic, so they have 5 lineages, and toxicity actually evolved multiple times, or it was lost in some species. So I think that was the real story, right? So some yeah, some some species which are not closely related also kind of carry this toxin. That is, I think, batrachotoxin or something like that.
Shruti, do you have any follow-up questions, or are you okay with that?
So it's also like it's this classic Mullerian mimicry, um, you know, where different like there's a warning pattern, right? It has this black and orange plumage, and it's supposed to kind of signal this that it is toxic. So I think this is the cool thing about the hooded pituitary is that it's one of those first discovery of this poisonous bird, and it has this batrachotoxin in the skin and feathers, and that is it's a chemical defense. So and these are required by from the diet, if I remember right. Some specific beetles or something that they eat. So yeah, sorry, there was some other question. Queen's
Yeah.
lysis buffer, availability, and content. I think that is fairly straightforward if you just Google it. So actually, Queen's lysis buffer is not available off the shelf. Most labs make it, but it has some simple, compounds that are available in most labs. People are very easily about to, are able to make it. But you don't really need the lysis buffer. I mean, much of the work can be done with FTA cards. So, for example, I consult with a lot of airports, and airports provide us bird strike data. So, whenever a bird hits a plane, they send us the blood sample. And they don't actually use all this lysis buffer and all that. They just take this FTA card, it's there in the slides, and they just swab it with it's like a special filter paper. So they just put that filter paper on that, and then they post the filter paper to us. It's so simple. And then we send them, we run these molecular techniques, and we send them the ID of the bird, sometimes the bat.
Yeah, thanks, Robin. So add to Manohar's question regarding Shruti saying I lost internet connection. Okay. So to Manohar's question regarding the availability of this opportunities, I think from ETI or ecology mailing list, there are a lot of molecular techniques workshop conducting by NCBS and ISER Bhopal. I have seen once.
Yeah.
So that's too familiar with softwares, not the hands-on experience in the lab maybe, but to how to analyze the genetic data.
Yeah.
So
But Amrita, I
can
think what
attend to.
he's saying is something very specific, which is for
Oh,
professionals who don't want to take this up. So most of those workshops, even the ones
yeah.
that we do, are kind of like a student level workshop. It's not intended for, let's say, citizen scientists and enthusiasts to get exposure. What he's
Mhm.
asking is about like an exposure trip, or a session where just, let's say, a software
Uh,
engineer or somebody
uh,
else from some other walk of life can just see something to understand.
okay.
So that's a very specific thing. I'm
Mhm.
not sure. I'll find out though, and we can also dig
Sure,
up and
sure,
then
sure,
get back.
sure. Yeah, yeah. So that's all about. Yeah, Nayan, please, you can ask.
Yeah, yeah, good evening. Actually, I
Hi.
just wanted to add, I don't have any question like just now you said that Wildlife Institute of India has got this lab, and I happened to attend their course for general participants, that is wildlife conservation. Last month I had been there, and Dr. Suresh Kumar, who was also given a lecture here on bird migration in this course.
Right.
So just to make one plus one, he is such an enthusiastic person that That's one. There was one question from a participant whether that lab, which was you were discussing just now, that he may, if that person attends the course, he may give a chance to visit to that laboratory, because we were there for 10 days, out of which 5 days we were in the jungle. So yeah, they may just give the introduction how the work, this particular work of the lab goes on. I'm not sure actually.
Yeah, yeah, that's nice. Actually, WI has the capacity to do it. That would be a good place. But that way, visiting the lab, you can visit, I think, pretty much, all of these people that you have seen on your course. You can write to them, and all the ICERs, IISc, they all have labs, and you can just visit and see it. But to experience it and to see how it is done, that is a little bit more involved. And that actually
That's
happens
correct.
very nicely at Field Museum, where they show you, there's a little bit of participation, and they will mix some things, and they will say, okay, now we are doing this. They wear the people who are doing it actually wear a headset, and they announced what they are doing. So the people in the who are watching can actually follow, because sometimes these things that they're doing is very small volumes, very 0.2 microliter or something like that. So yeah, it's a nice system, and I'm glad to hear that there are people who are interested in something like this. I'll definitely talk to my colleagues as well.
Yeah, in India, I just say such facility doesn't exist as of now.
Yeah. But thank you. I think I'll also talk to the WI folks and see if they can
Yeah, because
probably
Dr.
do that.
Suresh Kumar is very enthusiastic and is still in
Yeah.
touch with us, gives so much information on that WhatsApp
Nice.
group and all.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
This is WI is Dehradun, right?
Yeah, there I don't.
Okay, fine.
They conduct a 10 days paid course for wildlife conservation. The condition is that they should not be professionals in wildlife participants.
Okay.
It is for the general public.
It is basically
really
for the
excellent.
Yes.
Yeah, I had been there this year.
Right. Perfect. Thanks.
Yeah.
So do you have any questions to ask? Do any of you have any questions? If no questions, then we'll leave the session. I mean, we can wind up.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much, and I hope you're enjoying the sessions and the classes and everything. So look forward to more interactions.
Yeah. Thank you, Robin. Thank you for joining, and thanks everyone.
Yes,
And
I
all
just
the best
hope that the exam is
for the
not too
exam.
difficult.
No. It won't be difficult. It is, definitely, if you're answering all the assignments, then it's very easy, to answer the exams.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Don't worry about the exams. Just, it's all from the lectures, the questions, and it is MCQ type. Yeah.
Okay, right. Perfect.
If you have any query regarding any particular, lectures covered so far, please post in the discussion forum, or you can mail to me as well. Yeah, so I can get a reply as soon as possible. So thank you everyone for joining, and this is the last session of the course. All the very best for your exams. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I enjoyed attending this course.
Yeah, thanks, Gautama.
And I have recommended it to many of my birder friends.
Yeah, thank you so much. So the benefit is really like those who attend the lectures fully and ask questions in the live sessions.
Yes.
As Robin mentioned, those videos have pre-recorded videos, but the next year we are updating the videos. So you will get fresh contents. You can also repeat the course in next year as well if you want to do so, because the sessions will be new lectures. I mean, new updated recorded videos, not the old one in the next year. Yeah.
Yes, yes. This field in any case is advancing very fast, so the updates have to be there.
Yeah. Yes.
Right, right. Okay.
So thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. So we'll see in the next year and wish you all the best.
Thank you.